Friendos, we have a fantastic video lined up for you guys today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Apple Love perfume from Ellis Brooklyn, and that's not going to take up a lot of time. I'm also going to show you a new Jeffree Star palette that I hauled from Beautylish. And if you want to stick around all the way to the end, well then friendo, I've got some tea for you. I had quite the customer service experience from Beautylish and I'm going to share it with you guys. So if you are ready for this stupendous video to get started, well then friendo, go ahead, hit like, hit subscribe, and friendos, just stay tuned. So friendos, first off, we're going to be talking about Apple Love from Ellis Brooklyn. So when I first learned about this launch, I was very excited for it. I am looking for a fruity fall scent, and I thought this was going to be my girl. Now, I have a hard time getting in that autumn spirit, and it is that time of year where we're transitioning from summer to fall, and I hate it, honestly. Like, I want it to be summer all year round, but certain perfumes will kind of get me in the mood for fall. So the one that I got last year was called Autumn Vibes, and that one actually made me excited for the fall. This ain't it. I hate to tell you guys. This is not the one if you are looking to get some apple spice, some apple cider, apple pie, that kind of apple. It's not that kind of apple. This was an homage to Manhattan. The Big Apple. That's why it's called Apple Love. It's not necessarily a very appley apple fragrance. Now, with that said, let's get into those fragrance notes. And they are peach, green mandarin, red apple, lily of the valley, plum blossom, osmanthus, sugarcane, Madagascar vanilla, musk, ambroxan, and sandalwood. So again, we're not getting anything spicy, and to be honest, the warmth of this fragrance really isn't there. It's cold. So the opening starts out very, very sweet. What I mainly smell in the beginning is a peach nectar. It's juicy, again, extremely sweet, and then it quickly transitions and then it becomes more fruity where you can detect the apple coming through. The floral aspect of this is practically non-existent in my opinion. It lasts for maybe a minute or two and then all of that goes away. And I can't say that really any of the flowers in particular stand out to me. I don't smell this and think, there's osmanthus, there's plum blossom. No, it just smells kind of floral. And again, that quickly dissipates. And this for me is where the fragrance really falls flat. It just turns into a vanilla scent. Now there is ambroxan. You would think that it would carry on and be like this warm hug of amber, especially mixed with the sandalwood. I just don't get that. The vanilla is a very basic vanilla. Yeah, it really is. It's a basic vanilla. So immediately upon my first time testing out this perfume, it reminded me of another fragrance that I have in my collection. A much older fragrance, but it is very memorable. If you had it, you'll never forget it. I'm talking about Forever Red from Bath & Body Works. This was super expensive for a body spray, but I really enjoyed it. And fun fact, my sister gave me this used for Christmas one year when she was mad at me. Me and my other sister didn't like her boyfriend at the time, so we both got crap gifts. But I did actually like this, and I didn't care that it was used, so joke's on you, caffeine. Yeah! And enough of my drama for now, there's plenty more to come. But in case you're wondering, some of the similar notes in here are apple, peach, osmanthus, and vanilla. And sadly, this one is no longer available, although you can buy it off of eBay and from other sellers. And to be honest, this one has held up. It still smells good. It's been a whole 10 years since my sister's been mad at me. It's so long as she's went without getting mad at me again. So cheers to us, caffeine. And honestly, Forever Red, despite it not being an actual EDP, it actually had a really good projection and really good longevity. I can't say the same for Apple Love. Specifically on my skin, it is just falls flat. It sits very close to the skin, and this lasts about 4 to 5 hours. So that's my review. I'm probably not going to keep this in my collection. If you end up liking it, I can see why. Now, what I will say for this fragrance is I feel like it's very safe. I did say earlier that it's a very basic vanilla, and that's true. But a lot of people swoon over vanilla, and if you are someone who likes a vanilla fruity fragrance, you'll probably like this. I will say though, it doesn't even smell that much like an EDP to me. It doesn't smell like a perfume in general. This smells more like a room spray to me. It doesn't have that perfumey vibe. I feel like mixing this with some of my other perfumes, I would probably like it a little bit more, but on its own, it's just not exciting to me. Now, if you've listened to this review and it does sound like this one is your girl, well, you can pick up the 1.7 fluid ounce that I have right here for $110 from Sephora, or they also have a travel size, which is 0.34 fluid ounces for $33. Okay, who wants to guess what Jeffree Star palette is inside here? It's one that I don't own.
I do.
Okay, what's your guess?
Is it an eyeshadow palette?
It is an eyeshadow palette.
Thirsty.
Just like you. How did you know? It's thirsty. So you can't buy these anymore from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. You have to buy them from Beautylish, and it's while supplies last. So if you want to get yours, it is up on the site. Now I ended up getting this one for free, and I'm going to tell you guys about that in a very short story time, but here's the palette. Does that look like somebody stuck their finger in here? Y'all! This is just adding fuel to the fire. It literally looks like someone stuck their finger in my palette, and they probably did after what happened. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just do a swatch. Which one do you guys want to see? Telepathically communicate to me. Okay, everybody wants to see the silver. Great choice, guys.
Wow.
Very pretty. It looks almost identical to the one in the Weirdo palette. Okay, and then you wanted to see this gold one? All right, I got you, fam. That one felt sandy, but it looks really good.
I want to see the blue one.
Submerge?
Boo.
Boo. We'll have to test it out. I don't know about this. Anyways, so here's my very quick story time on how I got this palette for free. So I was supposed to get this palette for free. There was an ad up during the Beautylish sale where it said that if you spent $75 on Beautylish on Jeffree Star Cosmetics, specifically, you would get a free Thirsty palette while supplies last. Okay, so I get there at the start of the sale. I buy myself $75 worth of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and then the palette doesn't come. So when I see the palette's not here, I email them immediately and I say, "Hi, my order blank was delivered today, but I did not receive the Thirsty palette I was supposed to get for free with my $75 Jeffree Star Cosmetics purchase. Will it be coming in a different package, or was it accidentally left out? Thank you for your reply." So then they give me an automated response, and I get a real response, and then I get, "Thanks for reaching out. The gift with purchase items we offered during the fall sale were only available while supplies last. It looks like when your order was placed, the Jeffree Star gift with purchase was no longer available. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Have a great day. All the best, blank." Then I say back, "Hi blank, the Thirsty palette is still available on the website, and the ad for the free palette was showing when I placed the order. Please be aware I have a social media presence where I've been recommending Beautylish to my viewers, and I will be following up on how this is handled. Thank you." By the way, guys, if they ever start giving you a hard time, that's your go-to. You say, "I have a social media presence. I recommend your brand. I will be following up on how this transpires." Usually you'll get a good outcome, and it's sad. It's sad. We shouldn't have to use tactics to get what we're supposed to get in the first place. Okay, so this is what I get back. "Hi Laurel, we set a certain amount aside for the gift with purchase deal, and when those sold out, it was no longer available as a gift with purchase. Just making you aware of how it works behind the scenes. That said, as a one-time courtesy, I will send you a palette from our regular inventory. We'll send you an email with your new tracking number once the order ships from our fulfillment center. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, all the best, blank." Okay, so I just think that it's a little bit screwed up that I basically had to threaten to rat them out if they didn't send me the palette that I was promised. And then again, I ordered this at the very start of the sale, and once those palettes are sold out, I feel like that ad should come down if they really only set aside a limited number of those palettes. But you guys weigh in. Was it bratty of me to say I have a social media presence? Please do write by me. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know your thoughts on this perfume. Did you own Forever Red? Do you still now? Do you ever have these outrageous fights with your sisters around the holidays? Please let me know. If you had an awesome time here today, then I definitely appreciate your love. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for subscribing. And if you have not done so already, please do. Because if not, we'll both have to live in sorrow, never knowing what could have been. All right, guys. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. Bye.